Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Shine, and on this channel, we explore YouTube to build your brand awareness without overwhelm. So for today's video, as what you can see on the thumbnail and the title of the video, we're going to talk about YouTube thumbnail. And as what you know, that YouTube thumbnail is very important on your YouTube channel. Because if you visit YouTube, all the thumbnails are on there. Thumbnails from the other creators. So we need to create an eye-catching thumbnails so that those audiences will click to your thumbnail. And for you to know, the thumbnail is very important on your click-through rate. When we say click-through rate, it is the percentage of people who click your video. And for sure, at the end of the video, you can create your own thumbnail using Canva, and it's for free. Yes, you heard it right, it's for free. Without using Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. I know that if you're just starting out on your YouTube and you are doubting yourself because you cannot create your own thumbnail. But before we jump into the tutorial of how I create my YouTube thumbnail, I'm going to share to you 4 tips on how I create my YouTube thumbnail that is an eye-catching and engaging so that those audience will click on my YouTube thumbnail in results to get views. Tip number 1, show your face. Aside from having the brand symbol, the brand logo, the brand mark, you need to show your face so that people will easily navigate your content. Because if you go to YouTube, there are a lot of thumbnails. And if you're just going to put a text on it, it might happen that people will click on it because they are searching, or that is a topic that they are searching for. But it's more on personalized if you're going to put your face on your thumbnails so that those audiences will easily navigate that this is your content. Totally, your face represents your brand. And on the positive light, it helps you to build and increase your brand awareness. Tip number 2, use bold fonts. Okay, we're so much overwhelmed with a lot of fonts. We are overwhelmed with this calligraphy fonts, brush fonts, handwriting fonts, minimal fonts because it's more on aesthetic side, right? But let's say we make it simple and make it bolder, so that if you're just using your phone, then people will able to read it. Because if you're going to use those fancy fonts, then if they are using their phone, they cannot able to read it. So it's better to use those bold fonts. With my thumbnail, I'm using the Anton fonts. It's make it more bolder, and if I'm going to see it on my phone, then I can read the text. If we're going to use bold fonts, because it's more legible to the eyes, it can easily read if you're just using your phone. So when I had my first YouTube thumbnail, I'm so very overwhelmed with the fancy fonts, the calligraphy fonts. And let me show you my first YouTube thumbnail. Okay, as what you can see, I'm using a bold font as well as the fancy fonts or the calligraphy fonts because it's more on the aesthetic side. I can't ignore that because that's the fact. You can see over there, I'm using the fancy fonts, but right now I'm on more simple and make it more legible so that those viewers will able to read those texts that they are just watching it through phone. Tip number 3, less text. You can use 3 to 4 or 5 words into your YouTube thumbnail so that they can still able to read your text on their phone, because most of the people are using their phones if they have a lot of time, so they're going to go to YouTube and then they can able to read illegibly those words. Okay, so on my YouTube channel, you can see that I'm on straight to the point words on my YouTube thumbnail, but people will also use those thumbnails with having question marks, those curiosity that people will click on that. But it's fine. You can also use the straight to the point text on your thumbnails or those words on your thumbnails, or you can use those words that are more on curiosity side. The first YouTube thumbnail that I have here in my YouTube channel, the topic of that YouTube video was all about my first YouTube video, start your YouTube channel 2022. So I just create this thumbnail and use the words "Start YouTube Now." So it's more on straight to the point, it's more on concise, more on motivating or engaging to those people that they want to start their YouTube or how they can jump in to having a YouTube channel. Tip number 4, positioning. So for the positioning, I'm making it sure where I can put my face as a human element and the text. So I'm making it sure that my face as a human element, I'm going to put it to the right side and those texts on the left side. You can see a timestamp, your right side, and in that, it will block your text. I'm making it sure that those texts can read those words in full. It's great that you should have the great positioning of your elements of your YouTube thumbnail. So those are the 4 tips of how I create my YouTube thumbnail. So it's in general, I make it sure that it's not so simple, but it's eye-catching, it's engaging, and also I make it sure that it is more bolder. And from the word thumbnail, it is the reference of a human thumbnail. So we make it sure that it is more bolder and legible to see, those smaller version. And now we're going to go to my screen so that you can able to know how I create my YouTube thumbnail. So let's jump in. So that's how I create my YouTube thumbnail. So it's like 5 to 10 minutes I can really create my YouTube thumbnail, but I can also create my YouTube thumbnail in just less than 5 minutes because I already have a template of my YouTube thumbnail and I already saved it. So make it sure that if you're creating your thumbnail on Canva, save your template so that you can easily duplicate your template and can use on your next video. I hope this video will help you a lot on how you will create your own thumbnail using Canva, and it's totally for free. I know that it's very overwhelming using the Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, but using Canva, it's more on simple side that you can easily create your own thumbnail to your YouTube video. Don't forget to like, comment any video suggestions that you want from me all about YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Click the bell button below so that you will be notified for my next YouTube video. Take care always and see you in my next video. Bye!